5 years ago, the United States announced the formation of an international coalition to combat the Islamic State terror group in Iraq and Syria. Today, IS has lost nearly all territory it once held when it declared a caliphate. While IS's power has largely diminished, the global fight against the terror group continues to push back the militants from the small pockets they still control. At an event commemorating the 5th anniversary of the founding of the global coalition to defeat IS, former US officials and diplomats still see a threat.
We're still talking about it because in many respects, ISIL, we'll call it ISIS today, ISIS remains a very virulent threat in the world, whether it's in that area that we previously called core ISIL, which was in Iraq or Syria, or whether it's the broadened, what we would call the provincial expansion of the Islamic State.
In Syria, the US military presence that was initially intended to defeat IS has increasingly evolved to focus on other pressing issues important to US national security.
Our objectives expanded tremendously in Syria. So we want to see Iran leave Syria. We want to still see Assad fundamentally change his governance structure somehow through the Geneva process. We want to do all these other things. And we want to maintain the enduring defeat of ISIS, which is critical, which was not finished.
Today, however, the US-led coalition that has 81 member states is dealing with many challenges of the aftermath of defeating ISIS's caliphate, such as returning foreign fighters and stabilizing territory formerly held by IS. US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces say they are holding about 2,000 IS militants from nearly 50 countries. About 20,000 women and 50,000 children of IS fighters have been settled in an overcrowded camp in northeast Syria.
But here is this unique opportunity once again for the United States to lead by trying to get members of the coalition who own these foreign fighters that are in the hands of the Syrian Democratic Forces to take them back.
Experts say, while the fight against IS continues in Iraq and Syria, the focus should also be on the group's growing presence in other parts of the world. Sirwan Kajjo for VOA News, Washington.